Hello and welcome, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are doing the week of the 5th to the 11th of June 2023. I did not do a video for you last week. I had no voice, so I could have recorded it, but you wouldn't have heard anything except squeak, squeak, squeak. So to make it up to you this week, I thought I would work with a really amazing tarot deck. This is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, and I know it is a favorite amongst many of my viewers, and I'm going to use some charms with you this week as well, just to make up for no video last week. So let's get straight into it. Air signs, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Let's shuffle our Forest of Enchantment Tarot, asking for guidance, asking for insight, asking for a little bit of enthusiasm and motivation for the week ahead for Gemini, for Libra and for Aquarius for the 5th to the 11th of June 2023. What is the energy of the week ahead? What are the kind of things that you may navigate, that you may deal with, that you may need to go through, or that you just need to be mindful of for this week? Okay, for all air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, give the cards just a little more shuffle. All right, cut the deck. Card number 1, air signs, we have got the 3 of Boons. Card number 2 that we have is Sunlight. Card number 3 is the 5 of Visions. And our final card that we have is the 5 of Boons. All right, so let's position these. I'm leaving some space to put the charms across the top. So to take you through the cards, we have got the 3 of Boons. Boons in traditional tarot is Pentacles. So this is the 3 of Pentacles. Sunlight is the Sun. It is a major arcana card. We have got the 5 of Visions, which is the 5 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Boons, and Boons is Pentacles. So we've got the 2 5s. 5 in numerology, 5 is the number of conflict, of challenge, of difficulty. All right. So it looks like we may have some challenges, but it's going to be okay because we've got the Sun here. And the Sun is about happiness and success and accomplishment, achievement, and all of those kind of good things. We also have the 3 of Boons here. So let's start with our 3 of Boons, right? So 3 of Pentacles. And if we have a look at the card, we've got this lady over here who is clearly working in her workshop, right? She is concocting, she is making, she's got ingredients everywhere. She's got her bird that is writing down the recipe or writing down the ingredients as she uses them. And then she's got her little helper at the back as well, who is also, you know, passing her ingredients or passing her things that she needs. But she is working hard. She couldn't do this without her trusted friends, okay? So it is the card of teamwork. It is the card of working together, but it's the card of understanding that each person has a different role. So we've got the bird whose role is to record what she does. Her job is to do the work. And her little helper at the back, his job is to pass her, you know, maybe he fetches from the shelf behind and brings it to her so that she can focus on mixing, record, do the work, pass the stuff, pass the ingredients. So she could actually do it on her own. You know, it's not that she absolutely needs them, but they do make her life a little bit easier. So air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this is Spirit saying to you that this week there is a lot of work for you to do, and you can do it on your own. But if you work with others, if you allow others to contribute and to help you, you need to, you know, it would be easier, it would be simpler. You would probably get through it quicker, and it would be less traumatic. Okay, less complicated, less all of those kind of things. But it's understanding that if you have 3 people all trying to do the same job, we're going to have conflict, we're going to have problems. Everybody needs to understand their role. Everybody needs to understand what it is that they bring to the table, so to speak. And if everybody focuses on their job, on their task, on their situation, then everything gets done so much quicker. There is a lot of success. There is a lot of happiness. There is a lot of joy for you. So as long as we can get that right, the mix of who's in your team, what their functions are, and if you just trust everybody to do their job and you focus on doing your part, everything's going to work out fine for you. In saying that, okay, in saying that everything's going to work out fine, we may have some challenges. So let's have a look. We've got the Five of Visions, right? And as I said, the Five of Visions is the Five of Cups. If we look at this artwork, if we have a little froggy sitting on his lily pad, minding his own business, not really focusing too much on anything, just quite happy in his own little world. All of a sudden, chaos and mayhem erupt. Here comes a ball down a path, and the ball is now splashing and landing into his water. So his water was so calm and clear and fabulous. Now suddenly it's going to be full of ripples and waves and chaos. And this little girl coming running down the path as well, she's screaming. She's like, ah, my ball, my ball. So everything was calm and tranquil in his life until chaos ensued. Is this chaos going to affect him? Maybe a little bit. So his lily pad might suddenly start, moving around in the waves or the ripples a little bit, but actually she's going to come in and she's going to take a ball and everything's going to be fabulous. So going back to the week that you have ahead, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, there's a lot going on. You have to pay attention to everybody around you. It will work out for you, okay? And it's interesting that Spirit give you that there and not at the end, because it's telling you that you need to hold on to the fact that everything's going to work out. As long as everybody's doing their job, everything's going to be fine. Understand that there may be some disruptions. There may be a little bit of chaos that comes through, but if you are firm on your lily pad, you should be absolutely fine. And the next one we have is the Five of Boons, which is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, here we have two lonely souls who are sitting out, clearly out in the cold, out in the snow. They have a very thin blanket each around them. Actually, it's one blanket that they're sharing. They've got a little handkerchief of food, but there's literally crumbs left. So they have like nothing, okay? They feel as if they are completely out in the cold. They feel as if they have nothing to warm them up or to sustain them, feed them, or so on. But if we follow this little path, we can see that there is a light, there is a home, there is a house not far in the distance. So if they could just put their pride in their pocket and go knock on that door and ask for help, they would actually get out of their situation. But the stubbornness, all right. So both of these two fives are basically saying to you that there may be some disruption to your calm and tranquil life. What you need to do is you need to put your pride in your pocket and go and ask for help if things are getting difficult for you, because you deserve happiness, joy, and success and abundance. It's available to you. But if you're stubborn and if you don't want people to help you, and if you feel as if you need to just stay in on your calm little lily pad, you may find yourself out in the cold. But if you understand that sometimes you just need to anchor yourself in and hold still, sometimes you need to ask for help and let people help you, then happiness, joy, and success is going to be yours. Let's add some charms and see what it adds to the story that we have. So starting with our Three of Boons, what do the charms want to add to the Three of Boons situation? I have two charms. The first charm that I have for you, if I can find the camera, is a whale tail. So a whale tail is often seen as a positive. It's often seen as a sign of good luck, good fortune, and opportunity. We also then have, I don't know what to call this thing. It's a key, and it's one of those where you turn that and then you open it up and you can put like a key ring, okay? You can put things on and then you can close it up and hold everything safe. So keeping everything together, all right? So we have got opportunity. So there is a lot of opportunity for success, for abundance, for happiness, for joy with the whale tail. But again, remembering it's if you work together as a team, as a group. As long as we are all sticking together, we're going to be absolutely fine. Let's see for the sun card. Again, I managed to pick up two. What is that one? Oh, it's a little elephant. Can you see there? There we go, a little elephant. And the other one that I have is this lipstick? Looks like bright red fabulous lipstick. So let's turn, oh gosh, turn over lipstick. We want to see the red fabulous. Right, so we have an elephant. My interpretation of the elephant with the sun card is saying to you that, you know, we're not just talking about short-term happiness. We're not just talking about short-term success. We're talking about long-term, okay? Because, you know, elephants, they remember, they have a very long memory. Everything that they do is about longevity. It is about, you know, the overall bigger picture of everything. So there is happiness for you long-term, big picture. So don't look for just short little moments of happiness. We need to be focusing on the bigger picture, but we also need to understand that we deserve to look fabulous. So people are going to notice you. People are going to look at you this week, especially if you get the team together in the way that the team needs to be. It's going to stand you in good stead for the long term, okay? But you need to also make sure that everybody's looking at you. So make sure that you look fabulous. Put your red lipstick on all the time and make sure that you look fabulous. Red lipstick is also about standing out a little bit, not trying to blend, not trying to hide, not trying to sort of fit in. Red lipstick is about being bold and standing out and not being afraid to be a little bit different, okay? But understanding that the success that we're after here is long-term success and not just short-term 5-second or 5-minute success. Let's get a charm for the Five of Visions. The chaos, the disruption to the calm that might come through. Okay, I only have one, and we have a pineapple. And I think the pineapple is actually quite an appropriate charm here for us because, you know, first of all, I want to say everybody loves to eat a pineapple, but I know not everybody does like to eat pineapple, especially on pizza. I am a pineapple on pizza kind of girl, all right? But that's a whole topic for another conversation. But a pineapple is something that is quite awkward to hold, quite awkward to work with because it's spiky and it hurts, you know. It's not a comfortable kind of fruit to hold in your hand. It doesn't have that smooth kind of velvety feel. It is quite spiky. But then when you do manage to slice into it, it is so juicy and it is so delicious and it is so wonderful. But you've got to get through the spiky holding it and cutting it and peeling it and all of that part of it first. So sometimes in life, to get to the juice, to get to the sweetness, to get to the beauty, you've got to get through the peeling, the holding, the cutting, the dealing with the spikes. And that's exactly what it is. You know, that sometimes you've just got to get through that hard, spiky exterior in order to get to the juicy. And that is the disruption. And finally, our last one, we have the Five of Spoons. Let's see, how stubborn are we? Staying out in the cold or asking for help? And I have got a pumpkin. Okay, a Halloween pumpkin. And again, you know, let's analyze that. I know, like here in South Africa, we're not really big in celebrating Halloween, but we all understand the carved pumpkin. We all understand the Halloween pumpkin. A pumpkin is quite a sweet vegetable, and you know, when you cook it, we eat it all the time and we quite enjoy it and it's quite fabulous. But still, you know, the effort of carving is not pleasant, it's not fun, it's not fabulous. Carving a pumpkin, you know, getting all those pips and the kind of insides out so that you stay with just that thick flesh part, and then you can carve it. But you've got to, again, it's like the pineapple, you've got to get through the yucky parts first. And sometimes not everybody can carve a pumpkin. Some people are really good at hollowing the pumpkin and some people are really good at carving the pumpkin. And we do the pumpkin because of what it represents and what it brings, and the fact that we can put a light in it and make it look quite scary, even though they're big and all of those kind of things. But it's about also understanding that the pumpkin is a symbol of calling, of gathering, of coming together. So don't be stubborn. Don't try and do things on your own. If there is a light, if there is opportunity, if there is success available or close by, go and knock on the door and say, can I have some help? Can somebody please help me, because I can't do it all on my own. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This week, it looks like you're going to have to be working in a team, bringing everybody together, focusing on the big picture, the big success, the big opportunities, understanding that things may go wrong, understanding that you may have some chaos, but just work through it, and because the reward will be so worth it. But if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. I do wish you a fabulous week ahead, as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.